Demonstrating the nostalgia kettle popcorn maker. We got the oil that just went in, and then we've got, this is for the popcorn kernels, and I already put those in, so, but that's pretty much what it does. You have to be kind of careful here, because if you try to pour, it'll overfill, or it'll fall down into the basin there. So I recommend that you come in at this angle and pour backward toward the drum, and that way you can prevent any spilling from the kernels. But once you get that in, you can put the lid down and you can close the door and then turn it on. Now before, and there is also a light, as you can see, inside, and that gives it a nice ambiance glow inside. And I also recommend, which I did this before I started, recommend that you run the run the kettle drum and the machine maker for about 3 or 4 minutes to heat up before you actually run it. And that'll allow for even cooking of the kernels and even heating, and that'll actually pop more popcorn kernels. So, but over here on the side, you'll see your switches for the light, and you'll see the switch for the popcorn, and so you just turn it on. And as you can hear, it's a very quiet operation, but if you look right in there, you can see the kettle drum spinning, and it's turning all of the popcorn kernels on the inside. It won't take too long here before you start seeing the popcorn kernels will start to pop, but you can hear it's a very quiet operation, which is very nice. We had a hot air popper before we got this one, and it was hard to even have a conversation over the noise and how loud that hot air popper was. But this hot air popper does come with its own oil measuring cup to give you the right amount of oil. It also comes with that measuring cup for the kernels so that you don't overfill the kettle. And then if you look down there in the bottom, you'll see the basin. And we can open this up before it starts popping here. Even open, you can hear it. But then this would pop down. See, it's got lots of room down there in the basin, but this pops down for easy serving. And I'll open that again once the kernels and everything get done. And there's a cord that's plugged into the basin at the back there, and it runs up through the top. And it comes out. And then comes out the top there, the white cord runs into the plug. And assembly is very easy. The kettle drum comes separate there, and so does the knob over here for turning, and this is for dumping the kettle drum when it's done, which you'll see. But it's very easy to assemble. You just slide that kettle drum right into these two holders right here, and you can see those clips that are right there, and you just slide that kettle drum back and latch it down. And then I recommend taking that plug. The plug actually is hanging down on the inside when it comes in. And I recommend taking that plug and plugging it in before you hang the kettle drum. And then you just slide the kettle drum back and attach it. And when you do, this part right over here, you see this will come out. And then you attach this little red knob. And all you have to do is just screw it in a counterclockwise or in a clockwise direction. Sounds like we're getting a couple of popped kernels now, but clockwise direction, and it screws in really nice and easy. And then you have your assembly and ready to go. Like I said, I do recommend running the popcorn popper for about 3 or 4 minutes to heat up the kettle drum before you run, because it reduces the amount of unpopped kernels. Now you can hear the popcorn popping. And it's starting to fill up with steam, which is a normal thing from the heat. Here comes popcorn. Listen for those pops in between. Kind of wait for about 1 or 2 seconds. It'll let you know that the popcorn is done popping. If you get about 1 to 2 seconds between pops. And when you get that, that's when you know to turn the machine off to avoid the burning. So you turn it off. And I'll try and air out some of the steam here so you'll be able to see, but then you could just take this little knob here and you turn the kettle drum upside down, and then the popcorn, give it a little shake, popcorn comes out. You just kind of double check and make sure all of it's come out there, and then you can see in the bottom how it's filled into the bottom, and then you can do about 2 to 3, well, you could probably do about 3 to 4 batches before you really need to, or, you know, before you serve it, and then you'll see that it would fill up that entire basin down there. But for serving, then you've got this nice, delicious popcorn, and even without salt, it tastes good. Nice and fresh. And that's about it for this nostalgia kettle popcorn maker. We love it. The kids love it. We have a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it too. Bye-bye.